Hey everyone. Today, I want to dive into one of the most contentious political proposals in recent memory. Buckle up, because this story involves international outcry, political rifts, and a proposal that's shaking the world. So what's the buzz about? It all started when former President Trump, during a visit from Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu, proposed that the US take over Gaza. Yeah, you heard that right. The idea? Relocate the Palestinian population and redevelop Gaza as the Riviera of the Middle East. Let's break this down. The global reaction was immediate and fierce. Countries around the world slammed the plan. Arab nations, including Saudi Arabia and Egypt, outright rejected it. Egypt emphasized that aid and recovery should happen without displacement. Jordan's King Abdullah II was clear: no displacing Palestinians or annexing their land. Experts weighed in, arguing that the proposal violates international law, specifically the Geneva Conventions. It could even be considered a war crime. Palestinian Americans and Gazans themselves had mixed reactions. Some were horrified, drawing parallels to their displacement during Israel's creation in 1948. Others, facing desperate living conditions, were willing to consider relocation. And then, the Trump administration tried to walk it back. Officials like Secretary of State Marco Rubio and White House Press Secretary Emma Leavitt claimed Trump didn't commit to using U.S. troops, and that any relocation would be temporary. They also said the U.S. wouldn't fund the Gaza rebuild. But with no written plan, Trump's own words stood in stark contrast to these clarifications. This proposal also exposed deep rifts in U.S. politics. Trump faced pushback from both sides of the aisle. Anti-interventionist Republicans, like Senator Rand Paul, opposed U.S. involvement in Gaza. Democrats criticized the plan, with some blaming Trump voters for this mess. The impact on the Israel-Palestine conflict? Potentially disastrous. The proposal threw a wrench into fragile ceasefire talks between Israel and Hamas. It emboldened the Israeli far right, who saw it as a chance to resettle Gaza with Jewish civilians, complicating the two-state solution even further. There were broader implications too. Concerns arose about the U.S. commitment to international law and its role in resolving global conflicts. And if that wasn't enough, Trump signed an executive order for a review of U.S. funding and involvement in the UN, and withdrew from the UN Human Rights Council. Israel followed suit. Meanwhile, he aimed for a verified nuclear peace agreement with Iran. So what does this all mean? The world watches as this controversial proposal unfolds, with potential consequences rippling across the globe. Only time will tell how these complex political dynamics will shape the future. Thanks for tuning in. If you found this interesting, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most pressing issues. Until next time, stay informed.